Hi, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum with these stories from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Now that the Southern Nevada Health District has said it may be upwards of a week before they get another shipment of injectable H1N1 vaccine, how were the Thursday crowds there as the current supply dwindled?
We are doing H1N1 vaccine administration. Today we have the injection and the flu mist. Well, the doses of injectable vaccine that we have received are less than what we had anticipated, so rather than run out of the injectable that we can offer to pregnant women and to children with health care problems. Are we surprised about the crowds? No, I don't think so. I think we did get a lot of interest in the injectable vaccine, and crowds have been very large since we were able to offer that.
Check Friday's print and online, RJ, for more from videographer Jason Bean and reporter Mike Blasky. Now, the roundup of bad news economic numbers from the National Conference of State Legislatures. The Review-Journal's Capitol Bureau Chief Ed Vogel has the stats not only on the not too surprising projections for Nevada, but also on how states across the country are doing. The Reverend Jesse Jackson stopped by the Review-Journal offices Thursday to chat about a number of things with the paper's editorial board.
The insurance companies want the same deal. They want to be able to say, we want a new insurance deal, but trust us to not raise insurance costs and pharmaceutical costs and hospital costs. They cannot be trusted to do that because the banks and the insurance companies got interlocking boards. Same basic mentality. They can't be. What protects our democracy from itself is checks and balances and separation of powers. So if there are no checks and balances, the powers are not separated, greed will in fact send us into self-destruction as a system.
Look for a longer version of the video on the Review-Journal multimedia pages online. Was it yet another case of murder-suicide in the Southeast Valley Wednesday night? Metro Police say early indications are that 3 bodies found inside a home near Boulder Highway in Tropicana were indeed victims of what appears to be the latest in a string of more than a half-dozen such cases this year. Check the ReviewJournal.com breaking news section for the names of the victims, reportedly a man and a woman in their 80s and their son in his 40s as they become available. The RJ print editions will have more on the investigation as it proceeds. A different Southeast Valley neighborhood is going to be a lot quieter this Nevada Day / Halloween. That's because one of the state's most colorful characters is keeping the doors to his museum-like collection of giant knickknacks and historical souvenirs closed. We're talking about retired neurosurgeon, former Nevada Lieutenant Governor Lonnie Hammergren. For years, does anybody know when it started? Well, Hammergren's had what's formerly known as an open house at his place off of Sandhill and Flamingo, but every year so many folks came by causing traffic congestion and maybe some extra noise in what is supposed to be a residential neighborhood. The Review-Journal has more on what put the kibosh on the eclectic Hammergren. Is there any significance to one of the hit singers of the baby boom era being a featured performer at the American Association of Retired Persons Convention in Las Vegas?
Some of you have been registered for this event since we last met in September of 2008 in Washington, D.C. We realize that many of you joined us here because there is no city in the world like Las Vegas.
The Review-Journal's Richard Lake muses in print on the aging generation and just what the AARP gathering at the Sands Expo and Convention Center is all about. Sports. The Las Vegas Wranglers hockey team opening a 3-game homestand Thursday against the Alaska Aces. The RJ Sports team's got you covered. And high school football continues with a full Friday slate, including another edition of Fielder's Choice, the NevadaPreps.com prognosticator's take on his game of the week, Del Sol versus Liberty. You want to talk about a superstar concert? Wow, it doesn't get a whole lot bigger than U2 in Las Vegas. They're on the cover of this week's Neon with a preview of their Sam Boyd Stadium gig inside, along with everything else you need to know about doing and dining in Southern Nevada. The weather, well, some cloudiness may be heading our way off and on over the next few days, but high pressure still in control, high temps climbing into the mid-80s before giving way to another round of strong wind, followed by cooler temperatures next week. Overnight lows, mid-50s for at least the next 4 days. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.